get into some Black Facts. Black Facts brought to you by the ABCs of Canadian Black History by Black Biblio. Today, we are talking about Olivier le Jeune. L is for Le Jeune, a young visionary. This slave said to Jesuits missionaries, "Baptism will not improve my plight, for I'll still be black while you are white." Now, Olivier le Jeune, though it is not clear as to whether Olivier le Jeune was bought in Madagascar or Guinea, we can say that for certainty that he was the first African slave brought into Quebec in 1628 while he was a young boy. So he was owned by the British explorer and commander David Kirk when New France was under English rule. And in 1632, Olivier was sold to Olivier le Tardif, then to the Kiyha family in Quebec City, bought him, and they were determined that he would become a good Catholic. Or they were determined that he become a good Catholic. And so Olivier was tutored by the Jesuits, Father Paul le Jeune. Father Le Jeune's journal reveals that during the catechism lessons, Olivier declared that baptism would not free him due to the color of his skin. So Olivier Le Jeune was the first black student in Quebec, and Olivier died in 1652. And I picked this card, if you will, because these are the ABCs of Black History, Canadian Black History. I picked this card because I find it very interesting. How you're trying to teach a slave about Christianity, or to be Catholic.
A kidnapped man.
And so that they can be proper, and then you want to teach them how to be a Christian. And he understood that you baptizing me and you giving me these lessons doesn't change the fact that you're still treating me like less than a man. And again, I'm not coming for religion because I think religion has a lot of great teachings, but I do think that there's fault when we put that above the rational of who it was taught from, right? And when you mix the good with enough to oppress,
yes,
the people will absorb it better. It's kind of like how when you start feeding children solid foods, they say to mix the breast milk in there, right? So that their stomachs can, and a lot of things that you do. So when you transition to things, like, you're supposed to just mix what you know already with a little bit of the new. And I feel like that's what Christian missionaries did to black slaves, and which is why I'm spiritual, not religious.
Myself also, actually, what you were saying about him, that actually, it's crazy because I had a situation happen a couple of weeks ago. A non-melanated friend of mine contacted me and was telling me that she was going to look for an apartment, and on her way, she thought to herself, I'm going to ask my guy friend to come and take a ride with me. He is black. Before they get ready to get out the car, the people who are renting the place are already standing on the porch, and she could tell that they first went from smiling to quite very much grimacing. Not even just stop smiling. They were grimacing. So when they get ready to get out the car, she says to him, "Can you smile at least, please? You know these people are already racist."
Why'd you bring me here?
So she says she sees him as support, right? That he could be supportive for
right,
her.
But in a sense where, like, if I see they're racist already, don't ask me to smile for the massa.
So he looks at her like, what? So he shakes his head like he's upset or whatever. She's like, what? I'm just saying, like, we're already. So he's like, okay. He smiles. They go over to the people. And as soon as they walk up, the man who's renting the place says, well, is he going to be renting the place with you? Because you said it was just you and a child. Because the last girl that I rented to had a guy, and he was very aggressive. And when we wanted to put him out, it was very hard to get him out. So the guy's like, I'm not going to be living here. I'm just here for moral support for her. So they're like, oh my gosh, whatever, da, da, da. Needless to say, they told her no, she couldn't have the place.
Literally.
When they get ready to leave the place, he says to her, this is the last time that my race will be used against me by you.
100%.
And she didn't understand where it was wrong. And I said, well, what you said to him was smile. These people are already racist. And what he was saying to you is that my smile doesn't change my skin color.
No.
And so they're already going to tell you, so if you thought that that was going to be a problem and that me smiling was going to make it better, you're the one with the problem, not me. And so I get it when he says,
yeah, me being baptized.
Me being baptized is not going to change my plight.
Absolutely.
So I
very wise for a very young boy
Yeah.
who's going through a lot in his life.